What is up, YouTube? I'm at a loss for words today. So, I've been watching some of these court videos where it's people fighting over child support and this and that, and Pink Book Lessons. I mean, it's a channel that makes these videos. Now, I never really knew what their stance was. I just know that they put out these court videos where it's mothers and fathers fighting over child support and this and that, that and this. They're just entertaining to watch. And then, there was an article that apparently mentions Pink Book Lessons. Pink Book Lessons fearlessly promotes a no wedding, no womb standard in a culture where women want babies, but not husbands. Okay, well, I mean, I really didn't know the channel was all about that, this whole no wedding, no womb thing, because I personally don't believe in marriage, and that's just me, right? And so this was kind of like shocking to me. So I wrote a simple comment here. I don't believe in marriage. It's just a dumb idea, in my opinion. If a woman wants to be with me, she will be, not for money. Not for an easy life, but because she actually wants me. That being said, I take care of my kids, and I'm an awesome dad, according to my kids and my baby mama and my girlfriend, actually, and her kids as well. If I have a girlfriend and things don't work out, I make sure to help her move and get on with her life drama-free. To me, this is what being a real man is all about. I'm in a very happy relationship, and life is always good. To which somebody instantly replied, probably a woman, of course, another man happily creating broken homes and calling himself a great dad. Congrats. And this got 6 likes already. Now, that just blows my mind, because you would never see me on one of these Pink Lesson videos. You would never see me fighting in court over child support, tearing my kids' lives apart. You would never see me on there. I would never be a victim on there. Neither would my kid's mom or my girlfriend. So I think I have a pretty simple solution to this problem. But yeah, of course, I'm another man creating broken homes. And I'm sitting here telling them, like, no broken homes here at all. Did you even read my comment? My kids and the mother are both very satisfied and happy. Where's the problem here? Because I don't follow your religion and I don't believe in marriage? So what would make you happy? Me pretending to go to church? How dumb is that? I'm not calling myself a great dad. That would be my children. My kid's mom, my girlfriend. That includes my ex. But I guess you would know best. I think, honestly, what's happening here is just because I'm not for marriage. I'm just not. It's rooted in religion, a religion that I don't necessarily believe in. Why would I want to put myself into that system, right? On top of that, whenever a married woman dies, I mean, the husband is always the first suspect. Why do you think that is? There's so many husband and wives plotting each other's deaths just because divorce can be such a terrible thing, right? And I would also like to say, I'm not tricking anybody here. When I meet a woman and I, go on the first few dates with them, I tell them right up front, hey, I don't believe in marriage. I don't. And if you want to be in a relationship with me, you're going to have to trust me enough to know that I'm not petty enough to pull a bunch of bullshit. We can be together as long as you actually want to be with me, and not the financial support that I'm providing and not getting half of my stuff, right? Because that's ultimately what I'm after, is a good, strong, solid relationship, not a piece of paper from a court saying that, hey, if you guys split up, she's going to get half your shit. So this is just wild to me. This has got 6 likes already. Of course, another man happily creating broken homes. I'm not creating any broken homes at all. In fact, I'm fixing broken homes. I'm the proud father of my girlfriend's kids right now. She will tell you that their dad is on hard times, he is completely just up and left his kids. And I have no problem with kids. They're cool people, right? Like, some guys are against kids. They can't stand the idea of, oh, it's another dude's kids. They're just little people to me. Man, I got no problem hanging out with people. Like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me like that. And I am providing for these kids. So I really don't see the issue here. I think what's happening here is these are women that feel threatened by, well, the fact that if more guys out there took my approach to this and just said, you know what, I'm not playing that nonsense crap. That the marriage and all that crap, that's not on the table. And they actually worked out a good relationship for themselves. Where would that leave the gold diggers? Right? Where would that leave the women that are out there just trying to get a goddamn meal ticket? Because that's the scariest thing in the world to me is dating a woman who is just sitting there pretending to be attracted to me, just to get my money, just to get my houses, just to get whatever, everything and anything that she can. And why even put yourself in risk of that? See, I know that right now, right this very second, my girlfriend is with me for all the right reasons. She's with me because she wants to be with me. There's nothing else on the table, period. And like I told her, she's going to have to trust me enough to know that I'm not a petty piece of crap. If things don't work out with us, we're going to be adults about it. We're going to talk about it, right? And if she wants to move, I will help her move. I'll go get the U-Haul. I'll set her up in an apartment. I'll help her pay her rent, and I'll help her get on her feet. This is what I feel like I'm obligated to do as a man, because, I mean, she's taking a chance on me, and I'm taking a chance on her, right? And if things don't work out, like, it's already planned that I'm going to have to do that. I'm not going to be a petty piece of crap. I'll even drive the kids. I'll go pick the kids up from school. I'll drive them to daycare or whatever I have to do while you go start your new job, if that's what it's going to take. If things just don't work out with us, we have to be adults and we have to realize that that's just life, right? So I don't see what the problem is with that, right? Because you're not going to see me in some child support court video fighting tooth and nail and getting all salty and angry. And ultimately, those are the things that hurt children. But this really hit me hard right here. Creating broken homes and calling himself a great dad. How fucking dare you? After reading what I honestly wholeheartedly put down here. Now, I get it. Maybe this individual thinks that I am just making all this shit up, that I'm just pulling this out of my ass, that I'm actually just a terrible father and everyone hates me and I'm just making all this up, right? But I don't think that's the case here. I really don't. I can back everything up, everything that I'm saying. I call my kids over here right now. They'll tell you how awesome of a dad I am. My kids aren't little infants either. You know, my oldest son, he's 15 years old. You guys maybe have seen him on the channel. A 15-year-old is smart enough to know exactly what's going on in his home life. So this is just wild to me. And I get it that these are women that want marriage to be on the table. These are entitled women, and they can't stand the thought of a man like me taking himself off of the market, off of the sucker market. I'm sorry, but that's the way that I see it, because to me, that's just kind of what marriage is, and I'm entitled to that opinion. There's also, I see people that aren't even religious. I see them getting married, and it just makes no sense to me at all. I'm like, you're signing yourself up in something that's rooted in religion. If you're not even religious yourself, why are you signing up for something that's made in religious doctrine? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I get that there's benefits for being married. And if that's what two people want to do, then that is their choice and that is their business. But I don't think that's ever worth it, because there's just countless examples of people splitting up. And this is where this channel gets all of its videos from, is people going to court and clowning each other and fighting with each other. And that's when the kids get hurt. So personally, in my opinion, if you're promoting this no marriage, no womb thing, you're promoting people to get married before they have intercourse. Does anybody else see like the problem in that? Like, what if you get married and then the intercourse just absolutely sucks, and then you slowly find out that you guys aren't really as compatible as you thought, right? We're all human. We're constantly changing beings, right? We learn every day. We grow a little bit different every day, right? Now you're stuck in this situation where you guys have like this legal binding contract with this marriage, and you have children that this affects. And it's just a bad situation all around. And I hate to say it, but the numbers are on my side here. How many marriages actually work out? They're far and few in between. And just because a marriage works out doesn't mean that those people are happy. I've known plenty of people that hate each other's guts, but they stay married because they don't want to go through the court and they don't want to fight. And these are people that are married and they're going behind each other's backs and going out on the weekend and hooking up with other people, right? And then somebody brings home chlamydia to somebody else, and then next thing you know, somebody else is trying to hire a hitman, and everyone ends up in prison. Or you just end up on one of these channels where you're fighting over custody, you're fighting over money, you're fighting over everything, when in reality, I look at it like, hey, if I'm upfront and I'm honest about everything, and I mean, I didn't trick my girlfriend. I told her exactly what it was going to be. And we dated long enough for her to feel comfortable enough with me as a person. She feels that she knows me enough to say, okay, this guy's not going to dick me around. This guy's not petty. He's not going to pull some shit like that. And guess what? It's my job as a man to live up to those expectations that I myself put down. I told her all these things, and yeah, I'm going to live by it. Like I said, things don't work out, then things don't work out. So such is life, right? And we're not gonna kill each other over that. We already have an agreement in place, right? And that's what we're going to do. Is it gonna be sad? Is it gonna hurt? Yes, all breakups are. All breakups do. But this isn't going to spiral out of control into some terrible thing that most of these marriages do, especially when they're over and people are fighting over everything and anything. And it's just crazy to me that somebody would come out and be like, another man happily creating broken homes and calling himself a great dad. If anything, I'm over here fixing broken homes. And you know what? I'm not calling myself a great dad. That would be my children. That would be all of my exes. That would even be my girlfriend's kids that have called me a great dad. My girlfriend has an older son. Again, he's not as old as my oldest son, but he's still old enough to know what's going on. We're talking like a 12, 13-year-old boy, right? He's old enough to know what's going on. And he has given me his blessing. He has told me that I'm a good dad, his words, and I'm a fair and loving dad. Yeah, a 12-year-old said this to me. And honestly, it warms my heart, right? So this whole marriage thing isn't necessarily something that's needed to have a good, healthy relationship. I'm sorry, y'all can live in 1960 if you want. I'm in the year 2023, baby, right? So yeah, I wanted to get something out there because I think this is just entitled women right here leaving comments like this. Because if more guys took the same stance that I took, they'd have a lot less problems, and there would be a lot less potential victims out there for gold diggers, right? Because if a gold digger meets me, right, and we go on our first, second, third date, she can be as impressed as she wants to with all the things that I have and the wealth and whatever. But on date 3, when we talk about marriage and the fact that we're never going to get married, I don't believe in that. Where does that leave a gold digger? She's just going to have to move on, right? Because there's no chance in her stealing half of my shit just because she's that good of an actress. So that's just never going to happen to me. And gentlemen of culture out there, I implore you, think about this, right? Because as far as I can tell, as soon as I left this comment, here's 6 gold diggers that popped up right here just because I'm not down with marriage. And yes, I mean, these are all going to be women. I guarantee you, every single individual that liked this comment is a female that is probably out there looking for love for all the wrong reasons. And I get it, women want everything. They want the whole damn rigmarole. You know, they want mutual attraction too. They also want you to be a millionaire, and they also want all that shit signed over to them. They want the keys, they want the cake and the fork to eat the damn cake at the same time while they're driving your Bentley. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say your Bentley? It's their Bentley. And that's exactly what I'm against. And watching the videos from this Pink Ribbon channel or whatever it is, just watching these people fight in court, just reminds me more and more of why I have this policy, right? It's a pretty simple policy, and I've never been happier. I don't have anything to worry about. Everything's negotiated, everybody's on the same page, and everybody knows everything as far as me and my girlfriend are concerned. So, anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Later, everybody.